I know Elon Musk lied about his education. We're gonna look at that as well. Okay. Here we'll get to that in a second. But I want to see. I want to look at more threads on why Twitter is doomed on Twitter. Ironically, I've seen a lot of people asking why does Twitter think it's why do people think Twitter is doomed? As an SRE and a systems admin for 10 plus years in industry experience, I wanted to write up a few scenarios that are real threats to the integrity of the bird site over the coming weeks. For context, I've seen some variant of every one of these problems pose a serious threat to a billion user application. I've even caused a couple of the more technical ones. I've been involved in triaging or even fixing more. Random hard drive fills up. You have no idea how common it is for a single host box to cause cascading failures across systems, even well-engineered fault-tolerant ones with active maintenance. Where's the box? What's filling it up? Who will figure that out? Physical issue with the network takes down a DC. I gather Twitter is primarily on-prem, and I've seen what happens when a tree knocks out a critical fiber line during a big news event. This has literally happened on Twitch. Okay? There have been instances where, like, not just Twitch, but servers, like servers will, or data centers, or, servers will catch on fire or some shit. You know what I mean? An accident happens at a server. All of a sudden, the platform's going down. That sort of stuff is hard to fix. That sort of stuff is really hard to fix if you don't have employees to fix it. Okay? Bad code push takes the site down. Preventing this was my day job, and I can't tell you it's one of the scariest scenarios on any SRE team. Bad code push takes the site down in a way that also fucks up the ability to push new code. It's the absolute nightmare scenario. This stuff is like really fucking... It's a little too nerdy, this thread. I care not about the infrastructure, both the physical infrastructure or like the coding, but instead what kind of like vulnerabilities could be exploited and what kind of implications that could have, okay, on your private information being accessed. Database is fucked. It's a big one. Everything's on fire. Who's the expert for this one? Someone say entirely hypothetically, they find a security vulnerability in your iOS app. You need to fast track a fix. Stat. You have a team of experts who know how to navigate Apple's Kafka-esque bureaucracy for app updates, right? I sure hope you do. Someone notices that it's possible to read anyone else's DMs by loading a particular URL. This is a Sev1 massive all hands on deck critical issue. You need people who understand deeply how your privacy abstractions work and how to fix them. The site goes dark at 4 a.m. The on-calls have no idea what's wrong. You need an incident manager on call who knows how to wake up, why, and how. Who to wake up, why, and how. Someone who understands your systems can synthesize information at lightning speed and coordinate a recovery effort. The system you use to find other systems internally goes down. None of your systems can talk to each other. The site and all of your tools immediately fail. The tools you need to revert the breaking change are all fucked. Can you figure this out? Can you figure this one out with a skeleton team? It's 5 p.m. on Friday. The dashboards go red all at once. The web fleet is seeing cascading reboots. The disks have been filling up since Wednesday. There were hundreds of code changes across multiple interlocking systems on Wednesday. Revert any of them at your own risk. The amount of politician DMs that could be leaked from this and the potential implications that has is unimaginable to me. But for some reason, people don't see that. A user in the Philippines is about to post CEI onto the platform. You cannot leave that content up. What is CEI? Is it CP? Oh, child exploitation images. Okay. You cannot leave that content up. Do you have your employees with the relationships with PH law enforcement? Do you have your content moderation systems working? Do you have your moderators? Okay. The FBI wants to inspect the contents of the DMs of someone they think is about to commit 9/11-2 atomic boogaloo. Do you have a system to grant them access? Do you refuse them access? How do you know it's really them? You grant them access. Now someone from a country known for horrific human rights violations is knocking. They have an official-looking subpoena. Do you let them see a dissident's DMs? Can you articulate why? You might need to in a very official court somewhere in Europe. Another country is telling you that they want all of your data on your users stored in the servers in their country. Do you have policy experts for that country? Do you have a lot of very motivated lawyers? Do you have an infra engineer who knows how to partition your data just so? GDPR, you're found in violation. It took a team of hundreds of engineers, lawyers, policy experts, designers, and managers, and months of hardcore engineering to be in compliance in the first place. Can you get that back? I can assure you, not doing so will cost more than an org's headcount. Like, this is a multi-billion-dollar platform with billions of users on it, okay? People do not understand how complicated this shit is to comply with international authorities. That is just one of the 7 million different issues, complications that will arise. And that is what we all foresaw ahead of time. It's not like I'm a fucking smarty pants. I don't understand half the shit this guy's talking about. Okay? But even in areas that I'm a little bit more knowledgeable on, I could fucking tell you with a certainty that the way that Elon Musk was operating the platform and trying to fucking rip apart the actual workforce, the actual labor force of Twitter, was going to lead to catastrophic meltdown-inducing results. The service you use to discover other services working fine, but one of your best engineers does some calculations and realizes it won't scale to more users and more services, and hypothetically you want to build a super app called X. Do you rewrite? What do? You decide to rewrite. 8 months later, your new systems is ready to take on its first users. Who's coordinating the migration? Do they really understand complex systems? You just hired a great seeming engineering director from Microsoft for a core org. Slowly, their org's productivity slows, and their attrition climbs way up. The director swears everything is fine. If you fire the director, one of your VPs suddenly has like 18 reports. What do? I mean, there is like a million other ways, but genocide. This is, okay, let's get to some of the other stuff. Genocide. People use your platform to orchestrate mass murder, the machetes and the churches kind. And fast. Lightning fucking fast. You need to be prepared before. If you don't have a team who knows how to detect and stop this ASAP, your ass is getting dragged to The Hague. That's not going to happen because he's a billionaire. Let's be real. He's above the law, just like Mark Zuckerberg was. He literally said, oopsie. This already happened. There's an example of this that already happened on Facebook. Mark Zuckerberg was unironically implicated in the genocide of Rohingya Muslims in Myanmar. Okay? Mark Zuckerberg was implicated. Facebook was implicated for WhatsApp and the lack of moderation happening on Meta-owned platforms, okay, that unironically was seen to have a tangible, long-lasting effect on the genocide that was occurring. He didn't go to jail. He just said, oopsie, sorry for aiding your genocide. That's real. Rebellion. Millions of people use your platform to orchestrate rebellions against their government. Do you use the tools to stop them? Do you let it ride? How do you decide? What if you let it ride and the same thing happens next week in a country you really like? So, there are a lot of issues. A lot of complications that will arise. I'm not going to get through all of them. Meanwhile, Elon Musk is completely unable to deal with any of those things. It is mind-boggling that he is trying to run this as a singular force because he is pissing off every single person that runs the goddamn fucking things that need to be working at all times. New email from Elon to the engineering team. This came out at 9 a.m. this morning. From Zoe Schiffer. Anyone who can actually write software, please report to the 10th floor at 2 p.m. today. Before doing so, please email me a bullet point summary of what your code commits have achieved in the past 6 months. Elon Musk is also asking for up to 10 screenshots of the most salient lines of codes from Twitter engineers. Again, what? Again, no context as to what this is about. We know Twitter's engineering teams have been gutted by layoffs and resignations. What's next? Yesterday, Twitter told employees the offices were closed and badge access was suspended until Monday. Employees are extremely confused. In an email for remote Twitter engineers, Elon Musk says he wants to speak to people on video. Only those who cannot physically get to Twitter HQ are excused. But if possible, I would encourage you to fly to San Francisco present in person. He'll be at office until midnight. What? There is no fucking way this is real. This isn't a test in competency. This is a test in loyalty where he wants to see who will blindly follow orders. The irony on many levels shouldn't be lost that many of the compliant folks will be H-1B visa holders who just want to stay in the country. I mean, that is kind of wild. Not even kind of wild. That's incredibly wild. I don't even know what the fuck to say to that. Like, what the hell is going on? It's just like he's already gutted the fucking staff. These are people that are the most desperate, right? Not as desperate as me for getting to run the fucking top of the hour ad break last time around, or even at 1 p.m. So I'm going to run it right now. At the top of the hour, there's a 6-second ad break. If you no longer want to see those ads, all you need to do is subscribe, which you can do for $5 or for free with a Twitch Prime. Okay, actual low-performing employees have more incentive to show loyalty. Lamau. I just don't understand. I work in tech, and I honestly think all Elon stuff shows most people don't understand how software is made. It's like saying the most important part of construction is the foundation and not the architecture or planning. Well, it's also like a building, you kind of build it, and there's compliance, and there are, inspections that need to be done on it, but it's not the same as like an active website. Imagine if you build the building, okay, and then you have to constantly keep building it, like all the time, literally nonstop. And there's constantly people coming into the building and out of the building, and you literally have to build the roads and make sure that the new fucking rooms and the new corridors are working all perfectly in unison. It is not like a building in that regard, because the building is, as the chatter pointed out, the building is moving around, okay, all the time. And there's issues. There's so much maintenance. And people are climbing the walls. People are trying to push through or pull a door. The back wall isn't put together. The storefront is. Yeah, it's wild. The building is moving around at all times, and it's on fire all the time as well. It's just not an easy. It is an impossibly difficult fucking thing to manage, especially in the way that Elon is trying to manage it into the fucking ground. I don't know what to say other than the ad break is upon us, and I'm not going to forget this time, okay? You can also get gifted a sub if you're lucky. Nito QQ, thank you for the 5 gifted subs, allowing 5 people to no longer see the ads. Here's the 1 minute ad break now. It's not just a website with a few dudes typing code, Lamau. Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. People don't understand it. I visited Twitter in college for the CS club stuff, and the engineer said their worst day was during the World Cup. Site constantly went down. Guess what's going on right now? Yeah. I know. I read that. That was you literally are sending me it's real by linking me the same fucking tweet that I just read. Holy fuck, chatter. Look, it's the same thread. Stop. You're sending me the same thread over and over again. Stop saying last time, King. Take a second off. Turbo Killer, thank you for the 10 gifted subs. Twitter employees are not working class. Yes, you're right, dude. You're so right. No, working class is when I like something. Working class is when I fantasize about the big burly men that are working in the fucking coal mines. That's the only working class is whoever I declare as working class. Musk is emailing Twitter staff to find anyone who actually writes software. Yeah, I saw. Juniper got Jordan Peterson the reply to this. If you are oh, dude, come on. That's not Jordan Peterson, and that's not a tweet I can show, dude. What the fuck? Where is that person? Dude, it's not funny, man. That's not funny. I'm not going to permanently ban you, but take a fucking week off. Jesus Christ. Are you stupid? That's not Jordan Peterson, and that also is not a tweet that I can show, okay? You fucking dumbass. Some of you dumb motherfuckers have tried to send me that before, thinking it's so funny. It's literally like a cum sucking machine, you fucking idiot. Why do you think I could show that? Anyway. Does that and gets 1 week off. Someone calls your hair gross and you permaban them. Honestly, that's amazing. Yeah, I do. Sometimes I give a 1 minute or a 1 day fucking one because I'm just annoyed too. I did see the projector on Twitter headquarters last night. Yes. Someone posted this Elon Musk, supreme parasite, petulant, pimple, apartheid, profiteer, yada, yada, yada. That's what they did on Twitter headquarters. I know. He's owned. He's so fucking owned. I know. Not that it matters. Elon, after telling Visa holders to work more, or do you think Elon's trying to bankrupt Twitter on purpose so he clears the debt he has from taking a bad deal? I don't know how that works, man. I don't think that's how that works. Oh, yeah, ew. Don't show me Kyle Rittenhouse ever again.